Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm here with Julius, a very dear friend to Nintendo Life from Image Informed. Julius, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Alex? How's your show?
I'm fine. I'm a little bit tired, but apart from that. And of course, you're here today for SteamWorld Dig 2, the sequel that almost never was, or at least we never thought would be.
Yeah, the thing is that the game was always gonna be. We just fooled everyone. Like, if you go back through our Twitter feed from 2 years ago, we confirmed SteamWorld Dig 2 a bunch of times. And then we were like, what if we surprise people? We say the game is never going to happen, we throw out SteamWorld Quest as a red herring, and just then surprise everyone. So that was the plan all along.
And it worked, because, I mean, clearly we weren't paying enough attention to the Twitter feed, because we had no idea. So, but it's excellent to see it, because I always remembered the ending of SteamWorld Dig and being like, why can't I now play as this new character? And I can't remember her name, because it was so many years ago that I played it, but she's an excellent character. My girlfriend is just starting to play the game, in fact, yeah.
Cool.
I've also just realized this interview is becoming more like a chat.
Which is good.
That is good. But tell us about the game, SteamWorld Dig 2. What's new? What's old? What's completely neither?
Oh, that's a very big question. But you know, what's new? Like, obviously, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. Just a lot more to do. We're going full Super Metroid. So there is this big, like, semi-open world you get to discover and explore at your own pace. A ton of upgrades, a bunch of enemies and boss fights. It's gonna be a blast, and especially if you like the first one.
Well, I should hope so, because I mean, if the sequel was nothing like the original, it wouldn't really be a sequel, would it? That's a genuine question. Please answer.
I don't know. I think there are games, you know, out there like is Super Mario 64 considered a sequel to Super Mario World, for instance? They're nothing alike.
It's a very good point.
Yeah. So yeah, but the thing is, like, even though SteamWorld Dig 2 is a sequel, it's like our real take on the Metroidvania genre. We just scratched the surface of the first one. So it's a new challenge for us, because it's not procedurally generated this time. It's completely handcrafted. We have 2 excellent level designers, a bunch of great artists and designers and coders. So this game is made by about 20 people, and the first one was made by 6 or 7 people. So this is going to be huge. So playtime is not going to be an issue.
That's what we like to hear, because I loved SteamWorld Dig, but I did think, when it ended, I was just like, I just want to play it more. I just want to play it again with new levels and stuff like that. But, you know, it was, I mean, what I loved is the fact that it was a very affordable game as well. You always released, and it was, you know, sort of, I mean, if anything, I think you undersold it. So are you going to go for a similar, you know, sort of, for lack of a better term, budget sort of price for SteamWorld Dig 2?
I don't know. The thing is, lad, we're still developing the game, so it's hard to judge its true value when it's not finished. But you know, of course, we have a price point in mind, but I won't announce anything today. We'll keep it as a surprise, I think.
And speaking of it being a mid-development, it's coming out for the Switch, obviously. How have you found developing for the Switch? Is it similar? Because obviously you work with the Wii U. The Wii U was apparently a bit rubbish to develop for. Well, difficult, should we say? But the Switch is apparently a lot easier. So can you just chat about that? Yeah, sure.
It's like, we thought it would take us a few weeks to port the game over from the PC build we used to develop the game. But it took us in a matter of days. The game was up and running perfectly. And we have our own custom engine, which makes it a bit harder as well. So we were generally just blown away by how easy it was. But and I think it's like, if you ask any developer working with a Switch, it's gonna be, it's the same story. It's a blast working with, and it doesn't matter if you have your own tech, if you use Unity or Unreal or anything, or another engine. It's great. It's up there with PS4, Xbox One, and like, Nintendo's just back in the game with the Switch. It's great. And
that's sorry. You carry on.
No, I'm done.
He's done. I was just going to ask. In the past with SteamWorld Heist, I remember when we first chatted all those years ago in Rezzed, EGX here, it was 2 years ago, yeah. And we spoke about briefly, you know, sort of the game was coming to the 3DS first. Could we possibly see something similar with the Switch? Are you going to do sort of like timed exclusive or anything like that?
It's interesting because like it was phrased in the Indies showcase, like it's easy to think that it's going to be a timed exclusive, but we've said nothing about it. It's going to debut on Switch, and we might announce additional platforms. So stay tuned for more platform updates.
Stay tuned for more platforming fun. That was terrible. Julius, thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to say to the lovely people out there?
Yeah, sure. SteamWorld Dig 2 is going to be like the best game we've ever made. So if you enjoy Heist, Dig, or just platformers and Metroidvanias in general, you're going to have a blast with Dig 2. And it's out this summer on Switch, and we'll announce more platforms very soon, hopefully.
Excellent, Julius. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Alex.
And make sure you check out SteamWorld Dig 2. Do it. Do it. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you dig your way towards that subscribe button, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.